We are live.
I don't know what I'm doing, but welcome to the Kicking the Peanut Show. We got a Xander dance in the background. The Kicking the Peanut Show is all about just chewing the fat, talking about what's on our minds and what's going on for the week, and just anything we care to talk about. I am the lovely who is Alice, and I am joined by...
I am Xander.
And Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick.
A.K.A. Rhombus.
Welcome to the Yes, a.k.a. Rhombus. Rhombus here. But no, welcome to the Kicking Peanut Show, where we basically just talk about random crap. So we also like to start off the show talking about like a little recap of our personal weeks. Mine I'd love to talk about, but I don't want to, dox too much here. It has been a very interesting week indeed, but for me, sucked. But it is what it is. Otherwise, all things considered, it's been a good week. Aside from certain personal things, I'm actually enjoying a 4-day weekend. So, aside from me, Xander, how's your week been?
Week's been pretty good. Like it's the second week back. From the vacation. Gotten on our rolls, so to speak. Just getting stuff done, having fun, learning things. We brought in some new people into the fold here, including but not limited to a couple new females. So I think we actually spoke about this last show about how like we were like woefully underpopulated by the fairer gender, so to speak.
My gender? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. You women.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm constantly in a sausage party.
You were. You're not wrong.
But no, I actually don't mind. I am kind of in the same way, just because of my my personality and stuff. I am like one of the boys.
Essentially, yeah.
The boys.
But very full well knowing my gender appropriation, I know I'm a female. So yeah, I know my role. Kind of.
Well, anyway, but like no. Aside from that, like we had a really excellent meeting last night. I am stoked.
We did.
Like it's astounding what we're becoming. Like this, we are a force. So
yeah, we're becoming a force to be reckoned with. I mean, even if people don't watch this yet, if people start doing it, I hope that they'll like go back to these old shows and just see how we've grown from like where we are now.
Oh yeah, well, I wouldn't say to be reckoned with. I mean, I wouldn't disagree, but like I wouldn't like come across as that, like, because that sounds threatening. We are a force to be recognized. So
we're forced. Thank you. Yeah, poor choice of words, but you knew what I meant.
Yes.
Like, yeah, we're not forced to be
reckoned
with.
I like your words, Magic Man.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Well, we have just been joined by Justin. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, Justin, welcome. Welcome to the Kicking the Peanut.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I thought I'd join because I finished my eggs.
Yep. It's just whatever, like we talk about anything, whatever show. What do you say?
It's not like today in history or anything. We talk basically like we start out the show basically going like a recap of like our week and stuff, like go around the table and talk about our weekend,
Yeah,
and
right
then
now
we go into and talk about whatever we want to talk about. Like I have a thing I want to talk about today, but like I want to go through everybody's week.
Yeah.
So Xander was in the middle of his week.
Let's go to Rhombus here.
And Ron, you said, you left off at, like, we did have a good staff meeting yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we had an amazing staff meeting, Other than that, things are fairly, like, business as usual. Like, slowly getting things done. Plans coming... Pardon me. Plans coming to fruition, like, me sneezing on camera. Like, it's all sorts of fun.
Yeah.
We're spacing here, is what we're doing. But anyway, so Xander, that was basically your recap. Who wants to go next? Loki, are you there?
No, Loki ain't here. It's Rhombus' turn, though.
Oh yeah, Rom. Yeah, let's go to you, buddy.
You confused Rhombus with a Canadian? How dare you? How dare you?
I'm American.
Please don't threat Rom with me.
I'm part of the superior country.
Yeah. Well, so how is your week going?
Raw. Well, it's been a pretty good week. And got a lot of work done. Got a lot of walls cleaned off at work.
Nice.
Went and seen Fast 10 Part 1 today.
Oh yeah, you went and saw the Fast and Furious movie. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
I liked it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything on the stream. But
honestly,
it was a pretty good.
If you did, I'd just be like, spoiler alert.
They lost.
No, hey, Xander,
Spoiler alert.
Siren. Siren. Spoiler alert.
Okay, I'll give out one spoiler, and it's not even a surprising one.
Xander, I need the spoiler sound.
Giselle is not dead. She did not see her fate in the 6th movie where she kind of just like vanished when she jumped off the car like dangling off a plane.
Okay, well, remember with me, like I told you, like I've only seen the 1st and 2nd Fast and Furious, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just doing it for the general audience, just to give them an idea of what to expect.
She ain't dead. I'm not dead. Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead. But anyway,
Bring out your dead.
Yeah, no, that meeting, as Xander said, went very well. It was a very good meeting.
It was a very good meeting.
It was a very active meeting too. It was like probably, what was there, like 9 or 10 of us in there?
There was like 7 of us for sure. Like, and actually, I think it was like I'd never seen that many people in a staff meeting there.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that many people showed up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is Xander's server, and we're playing off of Xander's world here. Like, that's how my show is. Like, we're streaming through Xander. So we should always, like, we're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Stop that!
We're scum!
Stop that! Nurgle already does that to me. I don't like that. No, dude, seriously, like, during one of I don't know if we were having a meeting or what, but, like, during a conversation, like, he kept posting that GIF in Micheless, and I'm like, dude, stop making me delete this. Like, you are worthy. Stop it! You know?
No, what you have to do is you got to get the part where Alice Cooper like extends his hand and puts his hand downward and turns his head like "Kiss My Ring," like because Alice Cooper does that when like in the first movie.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
I love that part. Like, we're not worthy. But yeah, dude, Xander, thank you for like putting my show on your platform. Like, I really appreciate that because this show wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Xander, in the background. So we gotta give some props.
No, give the real props. The show wouldn't have restarted if it wasn't for you, Alice. You're the one who brought back the Jabberwocky, which became the Peanut. This is your show. Always has been.
Yeah, I know. Well, it takes 2 to tango on this one, so.
It takes 1 to start.
Takes 1, but 2 to procreate.
Well, I ain't gonna be doing that with you. Sorry.
Xander, you and I, we birthed a beautiful internet baby here, okay? My boyfriend, he'll have to get over it, but we birthed a beautiful internet baby. Dude, actually, that should probably go in the quotes, that you and I birthed a beautiful internet baby.
Yes, I will. You and I have birthed...
You guys had an E-baby.
A beanie baby.
No, an E-baby. Like, instead of an E-girlfriend and E-boyfriend, you made an E-baby.
Oh, an E-baby? Ooh. What? It sounds like it's coming from eBay. Dude, like, oh, man.
E-baby? Oh, God.
That just reminded me of the Aaron Belial joke. It was like, oh, you guys look shocked. Like, it's as if you ordered Stephen Hawking on Wish, but you got me. That joke was so funny. Anywho, so let's get back to brass taxes here. So, Ramos, we have talked about your week, and do you have anything to like recap aside from the movie you had a fun time at? Anything else this week that was fun, worthy of note?
Ramos, anything else interesting?
I did learn that there were a few movies that are going to be coming out towards the end of the year. Well, I mean, I know of one. There's one that had been in the works for almost a decade that's coming out in October.
What, Avatar? Oh, wait, no, Avatar finally came out, apparently.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So did Black Adam. That one took a decade too, didn't it?
I don't know
That
if
one
I
took over a decade.
want-
That took well over. That actually took them like 13 years.
Damn. Well, like, Sisu's
Didn't
already
know.
out, and Oppenheimer's coming up, so I know that those are on your itinerary.
Oh yeah, they're on my list. Yeah, there's a certain horror.
Hold on a second. Put that back there. I saw that. Put that back.
What?
Whoever that was.
What? I don't see what the fudge? I see no cameras here. Let me, I gotta pop out and pop back in. Maybe I can see these more.
What the hell?
You know what? I'm gonna torture Justin. I'm gonna torture him.
No, we got banana. Forrest, Xander's wearing the banana hat.
Oh, I feel bad. Damn it.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
No, so speaking of,
You know, you
yeah,
saw what I posted, that's why.
a certain horror video game franchise is going to be. It's turning into a movie, and I don't know how to feel about it.
are you talking what? Doom, Silent Hill,
No.
Resident Evil again?
That one from 2014, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
I don't know how to feel about it. Like I'm sure
I'm
the
low-key
casting
excited
seems
for the film.
decent. It seems like good casting. They picked Hutchinson. I haven't seen him in a movie in a while.
Oh, who do
Yeah,
we
John
have in
Hutchinson.
now? Ha ha, we got Din
oh.
Diesel.
Yo,
in the
Sohan.
house.
Yes, you
Well,
have
yo.
Vin Diesel. Fuck the family.
Yo, let's speed this up here. Let's get to Justin. How was his week? And then to Din Diesel's, and then we'll talk about articles.
Yeah. Yes, then we'll talk about just whatever. I
Yeah.
have something I want to put off my chest here that we talked about in history.
Alice,
show,
I've
so.
told you 1,000 times, you don't need breast reduction surgery, okay?
You're such a dish canoe. You're a canoe de la douche.
Well, you're talking about getting
Hey,
something
might
off your
need 'em.
chest, you know, it's just like, what?
I might need it.
yeah, you know, all right, you take the play on it.
I'm getting
Fair
too
enough.
big. I'm getting too much of a pop.
I have too much muscle. I need to have muscle reduction
sorry.
surgery.
Arnold. I'm putting Arnold to shame. Ow.
Yeah. Justin, how was your week going?
You know what? I think it was quite nice. It's pretty good.
Yo, you're very muffled, bro. Like,
Dude, why do you sound like you're a truck driver?
he always sounds
it-
like this. I don't know what the problem is, like,
I keep
Well,
covering my
that's
mic by
good.
accident. Is that better?
a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah. I was saying it's alright. Despite all the hell that came out all this week, I think, you know what, it was probably a little bit worth it, even though it was a little bit of a week, but it'll go by. There's comes challenges with everything.
So
Yeah.
you persevered at the end of the day, is what you're saying.
Wait, what happened?
You persevered at the end of the day.
Yeah,
week.
if you want to put it that way, yeah, that's a way to put it.
I mean, there were challenges, but you're still here. You're still doing your thing.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this for the audience. We're not gonna get into what he went through, but we know what happened, and he's had a rough week. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I can hear you because like I don't know if you heard about like, you know what happened to me like a month ago. So
Well, yeah, we all know about that.
yeah. This is the reason why I'm called the wench of Icarus now.
Yeah.
Yep. Anywho's, so Sohan, my sexy boy from the south.
Sohan.
How has your week been?
My weekend was pretty good.
No, your week, your entire week since the last show.
Yeah.
Oh, my week
anything
was.
worthy of note? Anything
Well,
worthy of note to talk about? Streaming, awesome streaming things you did, gaming wise.
He streamed earlier.
Oh, I beat up Jedi Survivor,
Nice.
and I bought some
Ooh.
shirts.
Ooh.
There you go. So yeah, you can still talk about things like that. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like so personal. You can be like your gaming stuff. I know you stream, and actually,
I
Xander,
do.
what's Sohan's stream
Twitch.
thing? Twitch on Twitch.
So in TV on Twitch.
Yep. Link to
Yeah,
that is in the
so
underbar
on
already.
Twitch. Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, I mean, he does streaming for anybody that does like to watch that stuff. But
I've
go
been
ahead.
trying to see what I could stream on Xbox.
Oh, like if I get my Xbox Live back, and if I can get a game, and you've got your Xbox Live, and I got my Xbox Live, do you think you and I, like, you can just stream?
Yeah.
I don't have to have my camera on, but I'll play. I'll probably be like a noob, and all you'll see is me dying a bunch, but at least it'll still be fun. I might ruin your stats, but hell,
I ain't
I'll
worried about
Halo
those
jump the
stats.
shit out of a first-person shooter game. I'm just kidding. No, I hate Halo jumpers, but like, no. Actually, what game I would love to do, if I could get it back, and like you can like, because I remember the server went down for a while, but like Black Ops 2 for like, you know, survival mode in the city, where you have to like survive the zombies, like in the city, where you, like I figured
Yeah,
out a system. You got a figure 8 in there. But yeah, no, I would totally love to try to do survival of Black Ops 2 with you in the city.
Alright.
Yeah. Anywho's. So does anyone else have any updates about their week or anything like that?
No, I already have the
Yeah.
Kick Peanut channel over here. We only have 2 posts, unfortunately. But it's something.
It's okay. But, so anyways, let's get on to some topics for the week. Like, we were talking earlier about, like, it somehow came in the gender thingy-majigger. And
The
I was, yeah, the gender kajigger controversy.
Maka Jigger.
What about
Micah
the
Jigger.
what about the subway incident?
Whoa, yeah. Are you talking about, you know, with that, the homeless guy and the Marine?
Yeah, the one. I'm sorry, but
No,
what
we
I've
can totally
heard,
talk about that.
for what I'm hearing, he held that for too goddamn long.
Wait,
Yeah, I heard he did.
what are you
But they
talking
also,
about?
like, they show that he also put him in recovery position, but he did hold it too long. But he did put him into a recovery
What are
position.
you talking
No.
about? I don't know what you're talking about.
A former Marine put someone in a chokehold who was being disruptive for too long.
Didn't that happen a couple
minutes,
weeks ago,
yeah.
or is that like another incident involving the police? Because I remember not too long ago, but
No, this wasn't a
It wasn't the
police.
police.
This was civilians.
okay.
This was between civilians. It took, like, what, 20 minutes for the police to respond? And
Oh, yeah.
apparently, though, like...
Well, yeah, because he was on the
the-
subway.
Yeah, this is on the subway. And police didn't respond for a while. But, like, people did call, but apparently he had also assaulted, like a 68-year-old woman and somebody else on the subway. And then he was becoming so disruptive that this guy and 2 other men subdued him. But I guess they put him in a chokehold too long, where he passed away. But he was still alive when the cops were on site, but he died at the hospital, from what I understand. He was still alive on the subway, though. But they're charging the guy for involuntary manslaughter.
It could be worse. He could have got straight up murder, but you know.
No, yeah, they're trying to charge him with involuntary manslaughter. But, like, there's 2 other people also there that were helping the guy, too. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot, like, you know, like, I don't want to, like, make a
Same.
judgment, because the evidence is still out, but from what video surveillance has shown, that showed the guy and the other 2 passengers that helped him, put him in a recovery position after having him in a chokehold. But yeah, more than likely, the guy probably held it on too long because the guy was fighting so hard and he was holding him. But yeah,
Well,
But
here's the
the
thing.
thing is-
Here's the thing that nobody's considering. He was a former Marine. Those people are trained to kill. You know, they're not trained to pacify or subdue. They're trained to kill. They are warriors. So, like, he's not going to know what's too long or not. He's trained to take a life. Because if he doesn't take a life, that life in his hand is probably going to try to take
this
his
is where
life.
Steven
So-
Crowder actually made a point about that, is that the guy didn't actually know how to properly put a proper chokehold on, I guess.
Yeah,
He was
see
just
that.
trying to, like, subdue him. What it looked like he was trying to do was, like, a rear naked chokehold, where your
It was.
body is underneath them, and you wrap your legs around the, like, the lower legs, and you have the arm, like,
Yeah.
up around the neck, and you have your arm locked in, like, with the head.
This is
And
what
so that
infuriates
you
me
can't
about
move.
modern society. Like, everybody's so quick. Oh, look, he did it wrong. Like, as if everybody in the world is a freaking expert on how to subdue and chokehold. No.
Yeah,
And, like,
like
everybody's so
everybody-
quick to point fingers and to judge and to accuse. It's like, take a step back, breathe, and take in all the semantics of the situation. Did he maybe inadvertently kill this guy? Yes, but we don't know what would have happened if he had not subdued him. Like, and especially in today's day and age, everybody is so pussy, so crap. Like they're so pansy. Like they.
I'm sorry, Xander. He'd already assaulted 2 passengers on the subway prior to the subduing.
Okay, we got
And
the
people
link
had already
here, but
been
I'm not going to
calling
play
the
it.
cops.
I'll post it in the underbar here at post
No,
show.
no, that's not the real one. That's a similar thing. That's
Oh,
something
okay, never
similar.
mind.
Now, this person did not get killed. This person got put in the rear naked choke. They dropped him, and for the time being, till the cops showed up, he had his foot on his chest the whole time, making
Yeah.
sure he don't get up.
I mean, like, did this guy potentially do wrong? Yes, but like, let's not just start blaming and pointing fingers. Like, take a step back, collect yourself, and start thinking of the situation critically. Especially that this guy has already done some action. So, like, it's not a good situation.
He was previously arrested 42 times. At least. He had been arrested like 42 times, catch and release kind of thing.
Okay,
He was
so
mentally unstable and a homeless man. So, I mean, the system should have been there and stopped this prior to this happening.
So this is a setup for disaster. This was, this is stupid. This is just stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. It sucks. Like, but it's because a white man killed a black man. It's in the
there we
news. I
go.
think because of the whole propaganda.
By the way,
even like, did you hear? Speaking of that same thing in New York City, the 6-month pregnant woman, who they portrayed as a woman trying to take a bicycle from a bunch of young black men, who actually she had the receipt and she'd scanned the bike to ride home from a 12-hour shift from working as a nurse.
Why does it taste like orange?
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, apparently in this
Why
one,
does
like,
the air
this has
taste
happened
like
recently.
oranges?
Have you heard about this? About the 6-month pregnant woman who
It
was
tastes like orange.
getting one of those rental bikes.
It tastes like an orange.
Oh god. Well, no. Anyways, but no, the 6-month pregnant woman she bought one of those rental bikes that you scan your thing over the Q scanner thing, the Q picture, or whatever that thing is.
The QP,
And then she
QR.
pulled the bike out, and these like 5 teenagers came up and said that it was their bike, and they started like recording her when she was like, "No, this is my bike," and she had already scanned it. She had the receipt. Like, she actually got put on a leave of absence from the hospital because of this viral video that portrays her trying to steal a bike from a bunch of black American teenagers.
Yeah.
And like that's going viral right now, but like she actually has a receipt that shows that she paid for it and they were trying to take it from her, but trying to portray her being like a racist Karen.
Yeah. Well, like, not to beat a dead horse or
you
anything, because like we talk about this all the time and everything, but I'm having the loon come up here for a little bit. He's on his way. But in the same vein of thing, like, in the same vein of thing, like, we're talking about, like, because he's white, all of a sudden he's a pariah, like, how everything is today, like, everything, like that shooter, that shooter in Texas, like, everybody, like, the shooter had some connections to conservative, blah, blah, the shooter was white, turns out it was a Mexican, they just dropped it, it disappeared, and it never existed, almost, like, the agenda is so obvious, blatant in your face, and that's why I'm having because Loon has something to say about this subject of conversation, but it's involving the NBA. So as soon as he gets here, we'll talk about. He's not here yet. He's doing. Yeah.
Hey, happy early Father's Day, Pops.
He's not here yet, but I'll tell him.
Oh, damn it!
I keep saying he's not here yet, Alice. Like.
I thought you said he was just walking up. Sorry,
No,
you got a little late.
He's not here yet. All right, meaning that he's not yet here.
I might not. I might need to have like hand sign language for you to tell me that one more time. No, wait, don't do that. That'd be someone will get mad at you.
Yeah.
They will get canceled for it.
It's like,
Actually,
wait,
I would be surprised. Actually, that'd be great if you could do sign language. I would be like, yo, that's good.
I actually want to learn it. I know a little bit of sign language, but not a whole lot. Like, I can actually do individual, like, letters and then make the word out for them. But, and I can also do happy birthday to you and thank you and fuck you.
all right, the loon is here, guys.
What's up?
Happy early Father's Day, Loon,
Thank
and happy
you.
early Memorial Day, Pops.
Ah, thank you. That's both. They're coming up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, like,
they're,
just
they're
you know,
fastly happening.
a quick synopsis of what you told me earlier today involving that white NBA player who's just
Yeah.
being overlooked, and now they just have to not ignore him anymore. So go for it.
Yeah, well, he's a European, and he plays for the Denver Nuggets, and he's been doing really well in the league for the last 3 years, and each year he's gotten better and better. And this year he just tore the league up and killed them all. Still didn't get voted the MVP, even though his number said he should have. And he put the Nuggets in the #1 spot for the playoffs. So everything said he should have had the MVP. And here's the deal. The big guy plays center, but the entire offense goes through him anyways. He'll start out at the top of the key. Great passer, great shooter, can't jump worth a lick. And the thing is, he's white. He's not real athletic looking, a little bit heavy. And so he looks like a dork. Old term, but you know,
Yeah.
that's the reality of it.
Love
So
it.
the NBA in general just wouldn't accept him as being a great player. And they kept overlooking him and overlooking him. Now, through the finals, he's just been really lighting the whole league up, and they just can't ignore him anymore. And they realize, maybe we screwed up by not making him the MVP. One analysis in the NBA, black guy who's been in the league for a number of years, been a coach, player, and on back. He has a history of the NBA. So he has a right to vote for the All-Star. Didn't even put him on his top 5 list. It was crazy. And it was so bad, the guy went back and apologized for not even including him. But that's where it's at. It's
Wow.
almost reverse discrimination. There's a lot more to it
It's
than
not
just
reverse
being
discrimination.
white.
It's discrimination.
Yeah,
Period.
it's discrimination, and he happens to be white, so it makes it easier.
Discrimination.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like-
that's it. So
Oh my
now they have
God.
egg on their face because he's just killing the league up in the playoffs. He's got the Nuggets over the Lakers 3-0. They'll sweep him if they take the next game, and everybody's going, "Whoops, this guy is just killing them."
LeBron
You know-
James,
you
eat your
know-
heart out.
Yeah.
Do you know, Pops? Do you know his what this player's name is?
Yeah, it's let me read it again. Nikola Josic. Nikola Josic.
Oh, so he's a European, like Slavic.
Yeah, he's European.
Because he's close, like because they're well, the way his name is, it sounds Slavic too.
It could
So
be.
is there a possibility the reason why they're kind of hindering him is because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing?
Yes.
Well, that might be a part of it, but the main thing is obviously skin color, and it's absolutely
Well, that's
disgusting.
just part of
yeah,
it. It's not the
and
main. I don't even know if it's the main thing, but
Well,
you know, he comes in, he's dorky looking. You know, he's not athletic looking.
But the numbers are
But
there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
See,
he's
here's the
talented
thing.
enough where he's on
White
an
just
NBA
goes into
team.
the mix.
No, here's the thing. Like, if we copied everything of him, like, you know, from Europe or whatever, but changed it to black
Yeah.
and doing the same thing to him, oh my God, there'd be
Oh, there'd
riots.
be an
People would be
uproar.
getting
Yeah,
shot
there'd
in
be
the
an
streets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
there'd be an uproar.
so you know.
It's just another thing, you know.
Like literally, so this is why I say the main reason is because of his skin color. Because if we take every other aspect of the
Oh my
entire
God.
situation to put it to a
I'm
black
so-
guy or to a Hispanic or whatever, then you know, so yeah.
I am so sick and tired of this race fucking war, dude.
Oh, it's
Like,
terrible.
Judge
It's-
people on their fucking talent and what they're good at, not the fucking color of their skin.
What
dude.
about
Thank
character?
you. That's
What
absolutely
about
right.
Character. The content of character. Martin Luther King said this decades ago.
Oh, he's one of my
Judge
heroes.
follows by the color of their skin, but the content of their character.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, like, why aren't we fucking implementing this? Why?
crazy.
Why is Joe Biden saying that the biggest terrorist threat to the United States is white supremacy?
Oh,
You know,
isn't that
I'm not
nuts?
saying that there isn't.
Hold up.
I'm not saying.
Wait,
Hey, look, hang on a second. I'm not saying that there isn't people out there that actually have that ideology, and for that, I condone those fuckers because they're pieces of shit.
Hey, there are
But
white
I
supremacists
do not-
out there. You're right.
There's also black supremacists
Yeah, absolutely
and
right.
Asian supremacists and Mexican
But let me
supremacists.
tell you, the white supremacist number is really, really teeny.
Yep.
And
It's a
Biden
lot
and the
smaller
gang
than
try to
what
make
they're
it huge.
portraying.
Yep.
Yep.
They're trying to say that the entire conservative or constitutionalist people,
Yeah.
independents, anybody with white skin is a fucking supremacist.
Yeah.
Like they think that we're better than them. And
I
you
mean,
know what?
unless
No.
you can be a white leftist and you're okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I've met decent fucking people on the left who don't believe in this ideology. They're just too fucking scared to say anything about it now.
Oh yeah. No. The
There are people on the other side who desperately think the same thing we're thinking. I'm like, so what is the problem? But there's this huge fucking pull to push people apart. They're dividing us for a fucking reason, and people need to start realizing, divided we're weak, united we are fucking strong.
A house
Where we go one,
divided
we
against
go
itself
all.
cannot stand. Abraham Lincoln.
that's it. Divide and
Yeah,
conquer.
well, where we go one, we go all.
Well,
Kennedy Jr.
We were talking
Yeah,
about
that's
this.
a bad
We
result.
were talking about this morning, and there's nothing new in this. And I go back into the '60s when all this stuff didn't take birth, but it really blossomed with the Vietnam War and all that. And it's they're just following the playbook from day one, and get into education, get into every system, divide and conquer. And then we will take down the United States from within. That's where it goes.
Yeah.
Tell him your bandstand
what's
story or
that-
whatever. That
what-
one real
that-
quick.
What bandstand?
That
when-
one,
when they
that
were
one
saying, oh, blah, blah,
Russian
blah, and then they
defector,
booed a
he
conservative
said
guy on
that
stage.
the way to
Oh,
break down the
yeah,
United
that's too long to go into.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to leave you guys
Break
with
down
it, but
the
that's my
United
take,
States.
especially on Nikola Tesla. Is it Nikola?
The Tesla. Oh my God.
No. I said it wrong.
Hey, Pops,
Nicola.
I love you, and
Nicola,
I'm happy to hear your voice
Yeah,
again.
you bet. Take it easy.
Yeah, poor dad hasn't been feeling
I
well for
love
the
you,
past
Dad.
couple of days, so
I'll see you one day.
yeah. Take it easy, Pops. And poor
Tesla
Loon
with
has
the
not been
wildest
feeling well.
stories.
Poor Loon has not been
Well,
feeling
also
well the past couple of days. He hasn't actually been on the show, and he actually the other day, on Wednesday, he actually came home during the history show at 11:30 in the morning. He had to be excused from work. His co-partner or his co-pilot or whatever actually sent him home. He's like, no, dude, you're not doing well. You go home right now. So that man busts his ass and
I love your father.
I
Your
do
father is
too.
fucking awesome.
he is and
Dude,
I am
he's fucking-
lucky.
He is the golden lean for a
He
reason.
is. Yes. Yeah. But anyway,
But,
let's get in. Let's continue the conversation. I just wanted to have him in. We were talking about all this racial equality crap, thing going on, and it's just
Yeah.
perfect example. The NBA thing. Like how hard did blacks have to fight to get into these things, into baseball, into football, into basketball, and everything. They had to fight tooth and nail. They earned their right there. Everybody has a right there. There is no earning.
Yeah.
What am I
If
saying?
you
There
have
is no
talent,
earning
if
rights.
you earn
They have a
your
right.
right.
But then they turn around
don't
and then
know
they do to us what we used to do to them. How does that make it right? Learn from us.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
white people are evil. Well, learn from it. Don't do what we did.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
But and also I understand why people are upset. But you need to the past is the past. We can't rewrite that.
Yeah,
But you can learn from it.
for those who
People
are stuck in the
definitely-
past, we will not have a future.
Yeah, if you keep living in the past, you can't move on.
Yeah.
You have to look forward and realize that you have more potential. It doesn't have anything to do with the color of your skin. No matter what their media and what social media, anybody.
Dude, it's not
Just
even
telling
that.
you,
It'll be
if
just
you
skin
believe in
color.
yourself-
It'll be people who think it's in their background too, because they'll be like, "Oh, what about people?"
If you believe in yourself, you can persevere. Don't ever give up. I guess, as Thomas Edison, even though I don't like the guy that much because he
See?
stole from Tesla, it took him 1,000 ways to not create a light bulb, he said. I like that quote. It's it took 1,000 different ways to not make one. And,
course.
for every time you try, you get closer to something. And I believe that everybody has potential if they just put their mind to it. I mean, everybody has talent, and you just gotta find out what that talent is to, persevere with. Like, everybody is built with something they're good at. Like, and it might take a long time for you to figure it out. Hell, I'm 40 years old and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is I'm really good at. But I think I know ideally what I'm good at. And so I'm going to try to pursue that. But, it's more on a creative side, but it's also on a nurturing kind of side. I mean, I can't have kids, but I'm not saying I'm going to go become a daycare person, but I mean, I think I have an idea of what I want to do, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got the niche for it. Like, I think I might.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes into a little bit of chemistry, which I know I never really did much chemistry in school, but I'm thinking, because I was actually pretty good at it, and
No, legal.
brewing beer. I wanna
Oh,
become
okay.
a-
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I want to brew beer.
she wasn't gonna be Waltress White or whatever,
No. I'm not gonna do meth or anything like that.
I'm gonna say,
Fuck
yo,
that.
that's just illegal.
Well, yeah, no shit it is, and it's not good for you. It rots your teeth out, it rots your brain out, it
And makes you
inhibits
go
you.
it gives you
just for a
psychosis.
little bit of just for a little bit of no,
Yeah.
I like it because how my dad taught me, that's what I love the most about it. It's it's something my dad taught me, and it was some of the most fun times I've ever had.
Now, see, here's my drug story, okay? I tried Coke once, but the ice cubes got caught in the straw. I tried it again, it turned out to be Pepsi, so I said, fuck it, I went to weed and haven't looked back since. Alright? That's where I stand.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I love my marijuana.
Yeah. Why is nobody laughing? It was a joke. Come on.
I get it. But I'm in the middle of a sandstorm trying to survive in the land of Conan.
The Barbarian.
Well, yo, Alice, if you want, I have two subjects of conversation in the Peanut channel here we can talk about, if you want.
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about the whole, speaking of beer, the Mulvaney debacle, which we have dabbled into, but actually, I would like to hear what you have on the deck here.
We got here 1892. This was from the history show earlier this week.
Yep.
1892, Charles Brady King invented the pneumatic hammer, which we know most commonly today is the jackhammer, uses pneumatics to hammer something,
Yeah.
So,
the whole handheld thing about it was quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Go in. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's go totally left field here from what we were talking about.
Yeah, this is the diagram we were looking at.
That we can totally veer completely right. It's hey, so we talked about that. Now we're talking about this. So
and
anyways.
that's how the peanut goes.
Yes, that's how it is. We kick the peanut around, and whatever pops in our head, we talk about.
And see, actually, literally, because if you think about it, if you kick a peanut, it's not going to fly straight. It's going to go that way, this way. It's a weird oblong shape with multiple bulges. It's.
Unless you're David Beckham, where you can kick a peanut and it goes straight into the goal, right where you want it.
If you're a bullseye, you can flick a peanut in the person's throat.
Oh,
That's from
Dang.
That's from Daredevil.
Huh.
That scene.
I am
he's on a
not.
plane.
Oh Lord! Is this the one with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Wait a minute, that's a car.
I knew it.
And Colin
Anyway.
Farrell as bullseye.
You know what? I just realized something, guys. So who here is watching my stream right now? Actually on Discord?
I will watch it right now just so I can see.
Because I remember we looked this up and I found this.
Yeah.
So this is the diagram we were looking at. Okay. I just realized something. That's a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's sideways.
Yeah. Like I thought this was like like a gun grip, and like the steering wheel thing was a pneumatic hammer
I
thing.
know,
And,
we were
like,
looking at.
it's a friggin' car. Wow.
Where's the wheels for the front?
Well, you
though?
can see
are
it's
they
cut
just
off.
tiny?
There's like a diagonal section here cut off.
See,
So-
I knew something was weird because I thought it looked like that when I was looking at it, that little line that goes right there across, like on the left-hand side of the diagram. I thought it looked like a bandsaw, a saw right there, but you had your handle grip. I was like, well, what's the wheel like right next to your hand for? Like,
Well, that's the pneumatic. That's what I thought the pneumatics. It was a wheel to like drive a piston to make the pneumatic hammer work.
Oh, it's a crank kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
But no, that's a car. That's
it's
not the pneumatic hammer. So
That's the crank
this
car?
is a pneumatic hammer. So
You talking about that crank car?
Oh.
That
whatever this is, it looks like a car built on the chassis of a train. Like it has like the train chugga chugga thing, old steam trains. So
My boyfriend who likes trains, he didn't realize they have pickup trucks and service trucks that have like the rail where they just drive onto the track and put the rail down and then they
What?
can just ride down it.
how is he
He
not?
didn't realize it. I don't know.
I've
like, I
seen
don't
those.
know.
Like how is he not?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you. But
I,
I was actually shocked. I was actually shocked when he didn't realize that yesterday because I saw one pull into the grocery store when we were leaving it. And I was like,
you know what, Alice? Sometimes your boyfriend can be real special.
yeah,
so
Yikes.
special, we can give him a free train ride.
oh, good lord, he's my special man.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a question involving what we talked about yesterday.
Yeah,
Who am I supposed to talk to about the mod stuff?
the mod stuff. Oh, well, we'll worry about that later. We'll
Banana.
talk about that off the air.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, so that's what the original spec for that is. Oh, okay.
Because I've been thinking about that last night. I'll talk to you about it later.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
We can go up to staff after the show, so if you
yeah,
want,
let's do that.
so.
Let's have like a little quick impromptu meeting just to figure things out. That sounds good.
Yeah, for us
Yeah.
three, just so we're all on the same page. That sounds good to me. But anyways, that's fucking interesting schematics.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the one we were supposed to look at, but instead we were looking at a sideways car. Like it looks like a Model T. But holy buckets. So there's that one. What's the other one on the dossier that we were wanting to talk about?
Sorry, I was putting an announcement. Anyway, the other thing we got here is how humans are created, male mutations. Like, as I said, I think on camera yesterday.
Yes, no, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
In the oh no. Okay.
Humans
yeah,
are now
so-
being cloned.
Not just that, but like we're also talking about how when you first grow inside the womb of a body, start off as a female.
Well, like, the
Okay.
first thing that actually fully forms, is the anus. So, literally, for a brief moment of time, you are literally an asshole. And, that explains things.
That doesn't explain a lot.
But no, like, and then, like, continuing on, like, because humans develop in the womb as females. All humans start off as females. Somewhere down the line, and this is why I'm starting to, like, seriously believe that it is the female womb. Like, it's the female body, like, not consciously controlled, of course, but it's the female body who utilizes the construction materials from the male sperm, the X and Y chromosomes and whatnot. They utilize those building blocks and figure out which ones they want to use. Somewhere down the line, it figures out, oh, I want this to be a male, so it mutates into a male. But this is why all men, all humans have nipples, because, at least up until the portion where nipples are formed, we are forming as a female. Somewhere after that, we become a male. And this is also why, like, for lack of a better term, the gooch, like underneath, like, between your legs, and so I'm trying really hard not to be graphic here. But
I know what it is.
there's a crease
we all know.
there, and that's where the female part was initially forming, and then somewhere down the line, as I said, it decides to go down a different path, and then it mutates into a male part. But that's
So
why
the vagina basically,
yeah.
the vagina projects outward, and then the urethra expanded.
Let's try not to use the
Is what
scientific
happens.
terms I think we're already on extremely thin ice, if not broken ice by now, from what we've already talked about earlier. So let's not push our buttons.
Technically it's biology though. So I mean,
Doesn't matter. Remember,
So
with the world we're in today, you gotta be careful.
That turns into it,
So
and
what
then
you're
you get
saying
the
is-
stuff
So,
that
what-
goes around it.
so what you've been saying is Magneto's been wrong this whole time. We all are mutants.
All men are, at least. All males.
Yeah.
So,
Boy, imagine going up to Magneto saying, "Hey, man, you wrong. I'm a
Hey
mutant."
Xander, so I guess I'm the most natural here. Ha!
Mother!
You
Yo,
think-
Yo,
do you think
welcome.
guys
Ooh, oh
could
my
become
gosh! Stop
gender
my
appropriating
eyes.
legislation?
No, you can't join
We
Magneto's
got
group.
mom in here.
Do you think a guy could decide on the sex of the baby?
Yeah. Oh,
Well, if you're doing it with in vitro, they can sometimes manipulate it that way, from what I've heard. But I'm not a geneticist or a doctor like that. So I mean, but from what I've heard, that sometimes you can with in vitro with people, you can sometimes manipulate the gender outcome of the baby.
I know how they do
Well-
that.
Huh?
I know how they do that. They basically create a number of embryos, and then they only transfer the ones of the gender that you're hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because like Xander, like you said, it is true that all fetuses do start off as female, but you also mentioned that based off of the sperm, depending on the code in there, that also has to say in how the outcome of the fetus grows to.
Can I
So
jump
it's
in
kind
and
of
ask
a
you to back up
50-50.
half a step for me?
Oh, go back. Yeah.
Is that okay? I was just curious what you mean by they start as female.
humans
we were
develop.
talking about-
Humans initially develop as female, all of them, in the womb. Because this is why all humans, including the males, have nipples. Because you develop, and but by extension, I believe, that's how it is for all mammalian creatures. Because there's a lot of dogs with nipples and all that stuff. But specifically for humans, we all develop as females, and then sometime after the development of nipples, we mutate into men. So that's why men have nipples. So.
Could describe it that way because genetically they're either male or female right from the very beginning. So yes, they do grow a certain way and seem to have same body parts or whatever, but I wouldn't say that they are female and become male.
Not necessarily, because we did, I'm going to reiterate what, we already...
I like to hear what she has to say here.
Okay, go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep on going, Dr. Mom. I actually want to hear more about this. I think you might be onto something here.
Who do I think I am? I'm talking to Dr. Mom. Of course she's going to know. So.
Sorry. I
She's
know
a
I'm in the middle of
doctor.
the conversation, so I'm sorry if I'm totally off topic.
No,
but
no, not at all.
I would define someone as male or female the absolute gold standard is XX or XY chromosomes, and that doesn't change. That's why they can transfer an embryo that is either XX or XY before it's developed any body parts. They know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. So I wouldn't describe it as everyone starts off as a girl and becomes a boy. You could say none of them have a penis at the beginning and then they grow a penis later. But that's different than becoming a male when it was previously a female.
See, actually, that does make more sense, though.
Well, then what about the gooch thing I talked about earlier?
The goose?
No, the little crease that men have in there.
Well, they can develop way.
That's something
No,
for
It looked
people
similar at
to
the beginning,
shop.
but that doesn't mean that they became a
Muscle
different
pressure.
Well, I'm no biologist, so I'm probably talking out of my rectum anyway. But
Oh no.
This is an interesting question, though.
Yeah.
No, it actually is, but like Dr. Mom does make a good point, because it also like in a way it does make more sense too, though. Like I always kind of like I heard that and I could hear the evidence of why they think that, and I was like, yeah, I could believe that. But now, like, if you want to go into biblical senses, like if you have like a spiritual belief that women were created from the rib of Adam, and so then there's that hyperbole. Well, not hyperbole. What the fuck is that word?
Hypothesis.
That there's that. Well, it's Genesis, but
I thought you were gonna say.
That's the other side of the coin. There we go. Like you could say, you could argue that women started and then men came from us, but then also like you go to like the whole idea of creation and like biblical senses. Well, man was created first and then taken from a rib of Adam. Women were created.
Yeah. This is. Can I go on a tangent just slightly from what you just said? Because I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I actually like this first one.
It's kind of fun. But with that part in the Bible that talks about God creating Eve, right? Before that, all of his creation, everything he created, it says, God created the earth and sky, and it was good. He created the animals, and it was good.
And it was good.
The first thing that he says it was not good, he says it was not good for man to be alone. And then he created Eve. So we're created together with other people. We're created to have community, and it's still, to this day, not good for humans to be alone.
Yeah.
As proof with
I don't
Dr. Mom, I love you. I think I'm gonna have to send you a friend request.
Oh, please do.
I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you for in a totally platonic way.
I'll take it. Works for me.
So,
Why is it not like? Come on, phone. Don't be a douche.
Rhombus was trying to say something.
Yeah.
So, regarding the whole being alone thing, I can agree with that. It is a bad thing for a single human being to be alone and have nobody around.
Sure.
That's proof. So, most of you probably know who Heath Ledger is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yikes. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's a dark thing. To get ready for his movie role as the Joker, he put himself in seclusion for months.
Mm.
And
Yes, he did.
I didn't want to make it. I'm not going to say that what all happened there, but
Right.
all I can say is
He's a method
pretty
actor.
much it drove him insane.
Yeah, long story short, it drove that poor man into madness, and he was a really good actor, a method actor, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And he put himself
Just like
into
Joaquin Phoenix.
he did that seclusion to put himself into the mind of the Joker, so he can give the best performance because he is that caliber of an actor. Even on set, like he never broke character on set. Even when the cameras weren't rolling, he was still going around. Why so serious? Like with that.
He even improvised.
Yeah, and see, the problem is he got so deep into it that after the movie he couldn't bring himself back out, and that's why it's believed that he committed self-deletion because he couldn't get back to himself.
Yeah.
He was the Joker for the rest of his life, and that is terrifying. So,
I'm just relieved that there isn't a lot of actors that do that. I think he's the only one that I can think of that did that.
Joaquin Phoenix does it all the time.
There is one actor that did it. There's also another actor, the actor who played Elvis. Sometimes he still gets into the Elvis personality.
Well, I have a couple examples right off of the top of my head. Jonah Hill, loses and gains weight all the time, and that cannot be good for you. And then what's his face, Joaquin Phoenix, and I think what's his face who played Batman before that.
Well, also
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale, do things to their bodies and their mind, but that's not good. But they're that devoted to their craft, and that is commendable. But
It's
Well,
like
River
sometimes
Phoenix-
like
Yeah,
Christian
yeah.
Bale went to the
Hang
Oh,
on.
speaking of which, the lead singer to 30 Seconds to Mars, for one role, almost blinded himself.
Jared Leto? Are you talking about
Yes.
Jared Leto?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Dude, yeah, he
for
did
the
the
movie
worst
Blade Runner.
job, but he was a method actor too. But he went in a completely different way of the Joker, and like I think he's kind of a fake method actor, if you ask me. I was gonna actually
No,
bring
no,
it up.
he almost blinded himself for that one movie, Blade Runner sequel.
Oh God, yeah. Well, he's one of those weirdos. I never liked. There's only like one or two movies of him in it where I actually like Jared, and
Hey,
that's
Paul.
that's Requiem for a Dream and Fight Club.
What about
Those are the
American
only two movies
Psycho?
I actually like. What? He was the bleach blonde haired guy that Edward Norton
Yeah,
beats
he's
the
Paul.
fuck out of. Yeah,
And
but
also
no.
he's Paul.
Also, but Requiem for a Dream also is the only other movie I really liked him in. That movie's a very dark, horrific movie.
Yes, it is.
But yo, we never heard. Mother, how was your past week?
Yeah,
Pretty
Mother, how
good.
was your last weekend?
Anything interesting happen to you? Anything you find interesting? World events, like anything you want to talk about? From the past 7 days, go for it.
Oh goodness, putting me on the spot. Let me think.
Come on, you can do it.
Gosh, I don't follow the news. I will tell you that right now. So I don't know anything about all of that because they stress me out too much. I used to before 2020, and now I don't watch it anymore.
That's everybody here.
This is not going to interest anyone but me, probably. But I am a bird watcher. I love birding, and I got to see, two species this week that I've not seen before in my backyard. And they posed for pictures, and I got pictures, and it was very
That's
exciting.
awesome.
That's cool.
Like the best thing that happened.
Can you share them in like photos or something on the server so I could see them? I actually love like birds. Like I've actually seen some cardinals and blue jays around lately.
I don't have any cardinals here. I'm so sad because they're gorgeous.
And where's my manners? How you doing? I am so handy.
Hi, I'm Holly or Mom. You can call me whichever.
Yay, we got Mom in the house.
Well, Mother,
And
while
thank you
you're
for joining
posting.
my Cooking with Show.
Mother, while you're posting pictures, because we do have a pictures chat. Let me ping you down there real quick.
Okay.
Also, never mind. I was about to do a dancing reference. Tell your children.
Go
not to-
ahead. Come on,
Alright.
Sohan. You can do it.
Yes, tell your children not to walk my way.
But while you're posting pictures down there, Mother, post that flower picture you posted again. That is beautiful. Like.
Yeah, I can do that one first because it's on my phone, but I'm headed to the computer here.
All right.
Yeah, I really am looking forward to seeing some of those photos. Like, I'll send you a picture of what I took of. All I did was put in high definition and black and white on my phone.
Oh,
But I have
yeah,
this
your
great
airplane
aerial view in the airplane of Chicago and part of Lake Michigan when I was flying. I believe I was flying out from Chicago to Pennsylvania in that picture. Yeah, not flying into it. So, but yeah, I'll find the picture. But Xander's seen the picture. It's freaking awesome.
It's really
like
nice.
I like the fact. Well, and also I like the fact that I have the airplane wing in with the picture. Like I purposely wanted that in there.
Yeah, that's
I thought-
awesome.
Yeah, like I want to do that and maybe send it to like American Airlines and like you should use this for like a advertisement and to you for like $5,000. And then the public, you know what? We'll do it. Come to Chicago, where the smog never ends.
I have Mother's flower picture up here on the stream.
All right, let me see.
These are flowers I just bought. Aren't they stunning? I love ombre, like just a gradual change from one color to another just does something to me. So
They're
I'm
purple and
obsessed.
orange, my two favorite colors. I love it.
Oh, purple.
Oh, yeah, Mom, I just bought a cherry tomato hybrid plant that I gotta repot into a bigger plant, but like I'm hoping I'm gonna have a good yield. So
Awesome. I
Fingers
garden,
crossed.
so that's awesome.
well, yeah, they also gave me a free book on gardening too, but like maybe I could pick your brain on like some stuff. I used to like help work at my grandparents' greenhouse back when I was a little kid, but like I remember some stuff, but not everything. So maybe I could pick your brain on that.
Yeah.
I'm
Alice.
not a great research son, so.
Ooh, yo, look at that bird. So what kind of bird is that one with the yellow belly?
So the
Ooh.
yellow one is a lesser goldfinch,
Ooh.
and then the blue ones are lazuli buntings. And I spent like all of last spring/summer trying to track those suckers down because I could hear them, but I couldn't see them, and I never got a really good like look at them. And this year they just showed up in my yard, and I was able to get a picture. I was so happy.
Oh yeah. Do you have a feeder for them to kind of lure them?
Not right now. That is a Western Tanager. That's the lifer for me. I've never seen one before. I was so excited. My kid actually woke me up. He was like, "Mom, that bird on the cover of your bird book is out in our yard." And I was like,
Oh, wow.
"Yeah." So I ran out there and took a picture.
Awesome.
Hold on a second.
That
This
is
reminds
so
me of something.
beautiful.
They're so, they love oranges. Those and Orioles, which are also like bright orange. They just love oranges. Some fresh oranges out and they put out there. So.
In Minnesota, we have like over like when we have like the little swamps, like the the stem that is. It's like brown with like little, looks like a corn dog
There
on
we
a
go.
stick.
This is what I was trying to find.
Cattails.
You have they'd be black, but when they open their wings a little bit, you would see like the orange and like white in the wing, but they're otherwise all black.
Is it up on the shoulder? Are they red-winged blackbirds?
I think they might be. I can't remember.
They
I'll
look-
find a picture of them and I'll send it to you.
Reeds. I was like, it's got to be a red-winged blackbird.
Probably it, yeah. But they're everywhere. Oh, that looks like a pheasant right there.
No, Mother, if you look at my stream, you'll get a chuckle out of this. You'll like it.
Oh, that's so cute.
No, it's the same bird. It's the same.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
He's like, that's me.
Yeah.
You can read all about it. I'm amazing. Thank you.
That feeling when the
Yeah,
bird
I
that you're
see that
watching
picture.
comes and watches you.
Yeah. I actually know where a Cooper's hawk nest is this year, so I've been watching it. Every time I go on my walk, I check it out. I don't know if there's any babies in there yet, but it's pretty cool to watch.
We got
I've
hawks
been
out
seeing
here.
a lot of hawks. I've been seeing a lot of hawks, a lot, like, because we're not too
Oh.
in Pennsylvania, so like we gotta be at like a half a mile, the most I would imagine from the river, which is ironic. For most of my life, I've always lived like within a mile from a river or a stream.
Oh, that's
Except for like, well, no, we had a lake behind us that had a stream, but yeah. But
rivers
I
are
was
hard to
always like,
in Colorado,
Yeah.
so.
that bird is so beautiful with the red head that is in the yellow body. That is
That's pretty.
so gorgeous.
You know what's not a beautiful bird? A cassowary. Those are ugly. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, I love cassowaries. What's wrong with you? They're so cool.
Oh, that waddle.
Let me see a
Ugh.
cassowary.
The freaking like the neck sack. Oh God,
Oh, they're
gross.
so cool, and they've got like that crest, like they're a
come on, show
dinosaur.
a cassowary.
Cassowary.
I would not mess with them though. One
didn't
tick
spell
from
that
that,
right.
and they will.
Oh, I did spell it right. Oh,
Oh,
no, I
those
didn't.
birds?
Yeah,
Look at them! Don't they look like dinosaurs?
they
They
do.
look like little emus.
Look at the
They
cat.
look like turkey. They look like turkey emus.
No, Alice, remember
Yeah.
we saw the Ferngully not too long ago. Remember those two birds? What's the password? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, those are
Yeah, that's a
cassowaries.
password. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with their little gizzard. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck
Yeah.
with them either, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
fucking
they've
hole on
got
the top
some
of their head.
claws.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
and also that hole on the top of their head. Oh my god. They can fucking fuck the person up.
Yeah, they can. They're very territorial too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, these are not birds you want to have as pets. Or, like, I wouldn't, like, why would you have them in a zoo?
Yeah.
Let them be. But, I mean, and I would rather fuck with an ostrich over one of those.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Well, yo, guys, we are
They're
over
not
the
that
hour
aggressive.
here. I don't mind continuing going, but what says everybody else?
I'm fine with it if anyone else is fine with it.
All right.
Or if anyone else says, hey, we can have a vote here.
We
I'm
can keep
easy. I'm
talking
just
about
making
birds.
some food while I'm talking, so.
Yeah, I would say let's go for, like, another, 20 minutes or so.
All right, yeah.
And see where we are at from there.
Cool.
Yeah. You know. So this is a cassowary. So, but then like, what is it? Emus are probably what the most like easiest like big birds, right, to deal with, right? If I remember emus
well, not the Australian ones.
They can be pretty grumpy. Yeah, Australia went to war against emus, remember?
Yeah.
And they lost
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yeah.
I remember the Australian emu.
I don't know
war.
if you guys have seen the videos of the gal that she has like emus on her farm, and she named this one Karen, and like, attacks her, and she has to like pull her hand out and push at her. So they can be grumpy.
I mean, emus.
Like those kind of birds.
Emus are doing very well for themselves in the world. Like, isn't one of them a spokesperson for an insurance company? Emu, and Doug. You know.
Isn't it like emu?
Yeah, the emo, like, the car wash.
Blue emu.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about this.
Yeah, no, Emu and Doug.
Yeah. Emu, and Doug. Oh, it's for State Farm. Oh, no,
Real
Liberty.
bad for that.
Cool.
Although I do find it kind of funny seeing the emu in the t-shirt. I mean, with the tie, just like, doesn't look happy.
By the way,
whatever.
By the way, this show, nor anything involving the Omni Coalition, is sponsored by Liberty, and I don't think it ever will. So, yeah, let me put that down.
Yeah. Yeah.
This video is sponsored by
nobody. By ourselves.
it's
Oh, look, here's his wife. Have you ever seen an emu in a dress and a wig?
No, it's sponsored by established Old Spice.
Oh my god.
No, you trying to summon Terry Crews?
Power!
Children, let's just calm down here.
It's sponsored by cats.
Dude, like the emu with the sunglasses that you just had there on the right hand was one. But like, that kind of reminded me of the banana splits, like the trippy like 60s like Muppet thing. Oh my god, when I saw that emu with the sunglasses, it reminded me of the banana split. Oh yeah.
Yo,
Memes,
also, that reminds me. They made a horror movie of the banana splits.
Yeah.
Oh, of course they did. Oh, we're
I've
gonna
never
get
heard of this. I feel like I'm missing out.
It's got everyone's favorite over-actor. Or wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
That's Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland has everybody's favorite actor, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
10 out of 10, I recommend it.
He's so famous. You're adding him into a game now.
Order here. I propose a Nicolas Cage classic movie marathon one day in the next
I recommend you Raising Arizona.
All right, I'm going Con Air. Oh no, I'm sorry. I take it back. The Rock.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it because it's based out of California.
Yeah.
I would vote for a Nicolas Cage movie. I would vote for Knowing.
Oh.
That's a good one.
No, it's Dwayne the Franchise Labor Johnson.
All right, Mama. What do you vote for Nicolas Cage?
The actor's up a lot, so this might be wrong, but isn't he a National Treasure?
Yeah.
I love National Treasure. Riley is like my favorite.
All right.
That dude.
Hello.
Which one? I think there's two of them. Do you want the first one or the second one?
The first one's always the best, but they're both really good.
Yeah. Actually, not necessarily always true. Terminator 2 was better than the first one. Although, screw Arnold Schwarzenegger, so.
Comment.
And then there's Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is better.
Oh, well, yeah, there's another example. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Shrek 2 was awesome.
It's hard to beat Shrek, but, Shrek 2 is close. Like,
I'm not a big fan of any of them. So.
The main reason everyone watches Shrek is because Smash Mouth is in it.
Yeah, true.
So we have Raising.
They're heavily in that movie.
Okay, so we have Raising Arizona. We have
The Rock.
What was one? The Rock. We have National Treasure.
And Knowing.
We have which one?
Pedro Pascal.
And Knowing. Yep, Knowing. And then what else?
Like, this just reminds me of that. This reminds me of that one video, which I know Banana's gonna love. This. It involves Dungeons and Dragons, but there's.
Where's my
We
pen
gotta put-
and where's my paper? Oh fuck.
Well,
Also,
I agree.
we gotta add Con Air.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Oh
Con
yeah.
Air.
Oh, you wanted to Con Air?
Yeah,
Well, no, I said Con Air originally, but then I switched it over to
The Rock.
to The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sean Connery.
But no, this conversation's reminding me of a Dungeons and Dragons theme video.
Well, you also have
where-
Ed Harris. You have
Alice, I was
you
talking.
Have, oh, sorry.
This reminds me of a Dungeons and Dragons video where they put like Nicolas Cage's various roles in all of his movies as a different thing. So what's the bard? What's the fighter? What's the paladin? What's the wizard? What's the this? And then they all fit. And then there's another one. Someone, were you the one who showed me these?
No.
Dang. There's another one where they did the same thing with Adam Sandler. It's like, Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates is this. Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore is that. Like they're really funny. Like let me see if I can find them, to post them in the underbar later.
Have you guys seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie? Because I haven't seen it, and I want to know if it's any good.
I haven't either.
I've seen one of them, not the recent one though.
They have a
Like the one
Fast and
that just
Furious
came out.
character in it. They got Letty being Letty in a Dragons movie. That's all I could gather from Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Dungeon Master Therapy. Oops, all Nicolas Cage, and then the Sandler verse. So these are hilarious.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Well, no. Do you remember the evolution of Nicolas Cage's hair?
Oh
on
yeah, let me
YouTube?
look that up.
Well, you can't watch it on here, but I'm about to switch over to my laptop because my phone's gonna die.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and wrap us up here? We're kind of like grasping for subjects at this point.
All right. Well, thank you for joining the lovely Kicking the Peanut. My lovely sidekicks.
Hey, Xander.
Come on, say your names.
Go ahead.
Come
Rob,
on,
yes, sir?
keep saying your names. You're in the...
Oh, Mom. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Distracted.
Yep. And who else is in here? Who else? Or
Rhombus,
did
sir.
they leave already?
Yes.
Rob? Yes. Well, thank you for the Kicking the Peanut show. It was really fun to have.
Yes, it was.
You
We
guys
also
do
had
cool
Johnson.
things
Don't
too.
forget about him.
Yeah.
He was in here earlier.
Oh, yes. We can't
Yeah.
forget about that lovely guy.
Yep.
So, but anyways, everybody, you be cool. You stay in school, don't do drugs, say your sign out things, and whoopity doobity doo doo boop boop.
All right. That will conclude the show. You can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes
So NTV on Twitch.
for well, okay, this is we stream the show every why is okay, this is weird. We stream the show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 p.m. Mountain.
6 p.m. Eastern.
5 Central.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Central. Let's not confuse the people. Anyway, until you guys catch us next Sunday, or if you're interested in some history, we have a history show every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time, and a news show every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So 11 and 3, all for thee. So, yeah. Anyway, until whenever you see us, don't forget to look right and left and collect at every intersection. Rate 5 thumbs and subscribe. Toodly woodlies.
Oh my gosh, you toodly woodly everybody.
Wah!